question everything. So they want to talk about how Jordan Neely was homeless. See, but at the end of the day, they say that the government failed him. The government failed him, yes, because they failed all of us. See, we only in the position that we in because the inheritors of stolen wealth, stolen property, and stolen land has been maintaining what their forefathers have done in enslaving and in deleting off and in genociding off and holocausting off our people. This is a reality to it. And in turn, turned around and not gave us reparation, knowing right now, as I speak, that they owe our people trillions of dollars and millions in land. Just the reality to it. I mean, if you just look at how we used to own over 20% or more farmland here in America and how they swindled and tricked us out of all that land to where now we down to 1% ownership of farmland. If you just look at the Red Summer riots, you look at how it was back in the day when a Negro can own some sort of anything and white folks can just come and raid and take it all from you. And there was no justice and no repercussions. This is the reality to it. See, y'all don't get it. This has been going on ever since they got here. And in it, we done lost everything. Not to mention, we done lost our identity based off of them reclassifying us and reclassifying us and reclassifying us to keep us away from our land. Not to mention, put laws on the book that we couldn't speak our language, couldn't do our heritage, couldn't do our culture, couldn't dress in the fashion of how we would when we were seen as the American Indians when they first got here. Changed all that stuff up. And here we are today with Jordan Neely on the subway going through a mental illness crisis, and he get deleted off the planet based off of his crisis, not helped. And no one went to jail. Not no one. Not the accomplices that held him down to help him get choked. Nobody. Just an all-out remembrance of how the Colfax genocide went down, or the Punch Bowl genocide went down, or many other riots that went down, or the KKK coming out to get you, and the law enforcement wouldn't do nothing and allow them to just go outside and hang you. These are the realities. See, we've been under fear and terrorism and domestic terrorism forever in this country. And y'all wonder why we don't have nothing and we don't make positive moves? Just ask Martin Luther King about making positive moves, or Malcolm X about making positive moves, or Dr. Francis Quells Wilson, or Dr. Claude Anderson, our brother who's still here, who's still speaking on it, or Marcus Garvey, or many others that are not here that spoke on making positive moves. Ask some of the brothers and sisters that created the Black Panthers about making positive moves in our community and what happens when the government get involved to destroy everything that we're doing for ourselves. This is a reality to it. This is what really go down. Y'all don't get it. They come with their government, their law enforcement, and they can create crime on you and then take you away forever. This is just what goes on here. Dr. Claude Anderson said we haven't moved in 100 years economically. Why? Because they done attacked us and destroyed everything that we was doing. This is the reality to it. We've been trying to tell y'all for the longest. Dr. Malachi York created a whole town for the Negroes. They came and bombed that and destroyed it. But see, we haven't got reparations, and we can't pull ourselves up by the bootstraps and get out of what they've been giving out for free. Like Martin Luther King said, gave out much land in the Midwest for their own people. Gave them land grants. Gave them money to mechanize their land and be able to make money off their lands. They've been doing this forever. And at the same time, redlining us. See, I wouldn't even know what redlining is if it wasn't a reality to stop you from getting loans from banks. So yeah, until we can get reparations, many of our brothers and sisters as well, always going to be in an impoverished state of being, fighting the barrels of not being homeless, like our beautiful brother Jordan Neely, who mimicked and idolized Michael Jackson and danced and did a lot of impressions to make money to be able to feed himself because he was in a homeless situation, an impoverished situation that was maintained by the people who inherited our suffering and not willing to relieve it. This is the reality to United States. So all y'all that's coming in as immigrants who enjoying it and love it, open your eyes, because ain't nothing changed here. Right now, you in bondage, working for other people, bloodlines, still making them rich, as you and I don't have Negro businesses throughout Negro communities to move Aboriginal Negro dollars amongst Aboriginal Negroes 100 times like we used to. Remember what they said? Oh, the Negro dollar moves 100 times or more in a community before it leaves out of their community. They crushed all that on purpose, and you can look that up too. But see, y'all just don't get it. Y'all just don't understand. Y'all just can't see it. For that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.